Okay, I have a 2006 Ford 6.0 liter engine here, and I was just going to be showing you this front crank seal here. And I was going to replace this, but I thought I'd go ahead and give you a good view of this because I have the whole front of this truck off here putting this engine in. But you have, looks like we've got 5 of these 10 millimeters that hold this on, and I didn't realize it when I got this part that I was going to need a seal for that as well. But there's a seal that goes around this on the back side that you'll need, and while you're at this job you definitely would want to go ahead and replace that. But once you take this off to do that seal, you can just get on the back side and knock this seal out with something, and it'll be much easier. And probably what I would do is, while I had this off, is go ahead and just tap this one into place with a rubber mallet or something. And here is the part number that I got for this. This is a Fel-Pro, and it's got, they come with a wear sleeve, and this is what it looks like. And it's, like I said, just a metal sleeve. I guess it's supposed to help it out, I don't know. But they said that you're supposed to put Loctite on this, so some type of Loctite around the inside of that before you put that on there. And I hadn't really figured out how I was going to tap this on. I was either going to tap it on with a rubber mallet. If it was too stubborn, I was going to take a piece of soft metal like aluminum. And you notice you got a pin here that's in the way, but you got these bolts here that you're going to take out of your crank. And I could see where you could get a piece of aluminum or something and clamp to that thing and get it to where you could just pull it on down there without damaging that, or even a really sturdy piece of plastic, make it tap it on there with that. But I don't know, I put the rear seal in and I tapped it in there and it really wasn't any problem. But this one doesn't have a good lip, it's just got a sharp edge, so it may not be as cooperative. So I would probably get, like I said, a piece of aluminum or something and just pull that thing, just kind of draw it down the best I could. And may need some washers on these bolts too, depending on how thick the piece is. But once that was pulled down there as far as you could get it, you'll notice that your crank not only has a pin there that goes through it, but it also has a little bit of a indentation there that has to slide around that. So my thinking is that once you get it pushed down flush, you get this on there lined up, and it's going to be lined up with the pin and lined up with the bolts, that crank can pull that down a little bit more and it's not going to hurt it any. And so I know they got a tool for everything, but I just can't see buying a special tool for everything that you've got to do when you're only doing it 1 or 2 times. So that's how I was going to tackle it. But because it's not, I'm not seeing like really any signs of leakage on it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I've got plenty enough to do, and if I have any trouble, I'll come back and deal with it later. I know it'll be harder because, like in your case, you're going to have to take out the fan and that stuff at the very least, and you may have to even take out a little bit more to gain some more room. And like I said, I was able to get in here and get these bolts with an impact, but more than likely you're not going to be able to do that. And they were pretty pretty tight in there. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of give you a view at this of what you're looking at when you go to, if yours is leaking and you go to replace this. Like I said, you're going to need a seal to go behind this piece. Got just one of those rubber seals back there, and you'll get a new front seal that's going to have this wear sleeve, and you'll want to Loctite that in there, and you'll need to figure out how to pull that down without damaging it with a piece of aluminum or some soft metal or something, depending on how stubborn it is. And then as far as the rubber part, you could just, you know, tap that in there with anything. It's not going to hurt it, and you could even put it on before you put this piece here back on. I've never had any problem just tapping those on with a rubber mallet. So anyways, that's what you're looking at on this. And like I said, if you got all this components on your truck, you're going to have to free up some room by removing your fan and a lot of those things to be able to get access in there. But you know, this gives you an idea, you know, what you're looking at, gives you a good view of it. So hopefully this can help you out. Like I said, by all purposes, I was going to replace this. I already had the seal, but because it's not showing any signs of leakage, I'm just going to leave it alone for now. And a lot of times these the OEM are better than the aftermarket, so if it's still working good, I'm going to leave it alone for now. I said hopefully you know, this has been somewhat helpful, and thanks for watching.